I really just forgot how to open my own video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night if you're up at 4 a.m. because you know I'll be up at 4 a.m. watching YouTube videos because that's besides the point. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Camille, LBC, Camille J, whatever you feel the need to call me. LBC stands for Little Baby Cam on all of my social medias. Outside of that, in today's video, as the title as you can see, we're probably, and by we I mean me, and by you I mean we're probably gonna watch this together. It is a how I started my business, my journey, where I am today, where I expect myself to be. I'm gonna keep growing. This is definitely gonna be a series because I do want to work on this. I do want to bring you guys along with me. I do have my phone here because I did write down some notes, some questions that people have been asking me from Instagram and TikTok, really just over the past couple of months of really how I got where I am today. What all do I need? How do I start this? X, Y, and Z. So that's what I'm gonna come here for you guys today. I usually do these videos on TikTok, but of course TikTok is not long enough, so I can't really do them on TikTok all the time. So I asked my business TikTok page and a video or some videos on my personal TikTok page if you guys wanted to see like a series. So most people said yes, so that's how we are here today. Outside of that, if you have any questions at the end of this video, please don't hesitate to leave them down below in the comments if you want me to answer them in the comments or answer them in the next video. Some of these videos will be sit down and talks with me. Some of these videos will be vlogs. Some of these videos will just be really just a mixture of everything that goes on within the business and my journey. But if you do like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share this with your friend or share this with another small business owner that you think that could use these tips that would be helpful for them. As well as don't forget to enjoy this video and make sure you grab your snacks and your water because I'm about to grab my water and we finna get into this video. I said make sure y'all grab y'all waters because I wasn't playing right into this video because I'm not even about to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not even about to sit here and be like, oh, this is about to be a 40 long minute video and time says that. We're not doing all that. We're just gonna jump right into this video. So one of the first things I do have written down here is really I just want to tell y'all what my business is. But as y'all can see, I own a clothing company. I own a clothing company. I started my clothing company, well, I officially launched on October 10th, 2020. So 10/10/2020. If you know me, you know how I am about numbers. But it was 10/10/2020. Loved that because it's all divisible by 5 and they're all numbers of 10. Besides the point. I honestly started talking about my business, getting everything ready for my business with swatch books and organizing, tech packs, designs, marketing, all that type of stuff back in April of 2020. So it took me, I want to say roughly about 5 to 6 months prior to me actually launching my business to actually sit down, come up with the idea, make sure I have everything, make sure I have enough funds for my business, make sure I knew exactly what I wanted to do for my business. Because when you start your own business, it's more of the fact like, and I'm no way invalidating mothers out there because I know mothers be going through a lot with children. I'm not necessarily saying it's like having a child, but it is like having a child. I consider my business my baby because at the end of the day, no matter what you do, it all reflects back onto you as a person. And that's exactly how I think of my business. If I want my business to be successful, I need to be successful to reflect that into my business. So when my business is successful, it reflects back on me. So it's called Simple Apparel. I will leave all the handles down below on Instagram. I'll also probably put like a little pop-up of the Instagram feed right here. We are just a basics clothing company from last fall and winter, excuse me. We did, as you can see, just some crew necks and joggers. That was really about it. That's how we started. And then I dropped another collection after I sold out of my first launch. I had to re-up and had to restock basically and sold out of the second one. This is almost the third wave of the same exact sets. Then we did hoodies with satin line hoodies. I also probably post pictures of them as well up here, as well as velour tracksuits for my females. The crew necks and joggers were unisex and the hoodies were male based, but they still were able to work for any and all different types of genders. Type of person. I want everybody to feel included and inclusive. So I'm rambling. That's not even part of the video, ma'am. Run a clothing company. I still run it till this day. I did not come out with a spring and summer collection only because everything in the time frame was getting a little weird, but as well as with the pandemic situation and having different manufacturers in different parts of the world, it was harder than just a really big business like Nike or everything, having everything outsourced here in the United States. So it was a little bit tricky, but I know for fall and winter, I do have so much stuff that I'm ready to show you guys, which I know that I can't as of right now. Everything is on the TikTok page and going to be on Instagram when we come back, so be ready for that. I'm rambling, so let's actually focus on this business. Outside of that, my business is doing really well. I can honestly say for the first couple of months, I wasn't expecting to get the outreach that I did, but I'm also going to go into marketing strategies and different ways to promote yourself so that way you can get the result, or if not close to the result that you're looking for, because no business blows up overnight. And if you do blow up overnight, it's out of sheer luck sometimes, but I'm not going to invalidate the fact that some people's business blows up overnight, because of their products. Bullet point here is how I started my business. Like I said, I started organizing and getting everything correct, like thank you cards, business cards, tech packs, templates, color schemes, tech like swatches, all that type of stuff in like March, April. And then I started building my website. I use Shopify. I started building my website over the summer after I finished my sophomore year of college in 2020. In spring semester, I started building my website the end of May, beginning of June. It took me about, I want to say 4 to 5 months to complete my website, and then 2 to 3, pushing it to 4 months after that to actually love my website to where it is today. And even then, I'm still remodeling it till this day now because of everything that I have coming up. I do want to make sure that everything is perfect, and nothing's ever going to be perfect to you if you're a perfectionist like me. You always want to critique something. But it took me, I want to say overall about like 8 to 9 months, well 7 to 8 months, going on 9 months, just to perfect my website alone. Which I don't recommend spending that much time on your website unless you have that much time, because I really probably could have, it was perfectly fine, but knowing me and my brain, it just wasn't working like that. But I started my, I really probably could have, it was perfectly fine, but knowing me and my brain, it just wasn't working like that. But I started my business with the blessings and thankful of not only my family's help, but as well as my job. So I do work a full-time job. I was also a nanny, and then I had help out inside of my intermediate family that wanted me to be successful, that could see potential in me. So we all put our money together and invested in my first batch of clothes, which I originally started with about 500 pieces, which is 230 tops, roughly around 230 bottoms, all of them matching from sizes small to 2X. And we did black, white, like a tan sand color, and then a cream color. So we did 4 colors. And at first, the first month, of course, it wasn't all that great. I mean, that's known. And then I started building my social media, which I started building my TikTok page, my Instagram page. I started a Twitter page, Pinterest. I just started promoting myself, marketing, posting 2-3 times a day, trying to get myself out there so people could see what it was. And then I blew up on TikTok, which most people do. I have over 25,000, almost 30,000 followers on TikTok on my main and my business page. So it was really just about posting and being consistent. I can say one thing I learned with this business is consistency. Consistency is something that you need to have, because if you don't have it, then you're just going to roughly not have good time management skills. And if you don't have good time management skills, well, you're not going to get anything done. I know, from existence. So I blew up on TikTok. And when I blew up on TikTok, I was so excited to get my first sale because I had, I had invested all this money into my business. So I was like, okay, first month, it was rough. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, I wasn't discouraged completely, because I know for a fact Nike wasn't made in a day. Adidas wasn't made in a day. Victoria's Secret was not made in a day. Louis Vuitton was not made in a day. So it was like all those things weren't, it's not like I didn't have the resources to promote. It's not like I didn't have the sources or even the funds to be in the industry. It was more the fact that if I believed in myself, and I'm not about to sit here and sugarcoat this whole entire video. Some days I wanted to give up. Some days I was discouraged. I'm not going to sit here and be one of them YouTubers that's going to be like, oh, do it. It's a great investment. You'll make all your money back. You won't. for at least the first year or two, maybe 3 sometimes, depending on what goes on. Like, I was not planning on being in the middle of a pandemic. I don't think any of us were. I'm 20 years old in the middle of a pandemic. Who would have thought? So it was just like, some days were discouraging when you don't get sales, when you don't really see that much improvement on your business. But then some days it's just like, well, shit, I just made $600 in a day. Okay, I see that. That's gonna motivate me to do better. I want to make $600 a day for the rest of my life with my business, to where the point where my business is self-sufficient. I was like, okay, cool. So I sold, the very first thing that I sold, honestly, I probably sold like maybe 6 items, which roughly is maybe like $200-300 at the time. And I was like, okay, cool, this is something I could do. I got used to packaging orders. I got used to putting everything together. I started making little TikTok videos of putting stuff together. And that's when I started to realize a lot more people were starting to engage with my following. And a lot more people started to realize, like, you have support out there. It might not be your closest friends. It might not be your family. Shit, most of the time it isn't. But you have people that are out there that support you. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna continue to do this shit. I'm gonna put my foot down. I'm gonna do what I need to do. All through fall semester, I was busting my ass. All through spring semester of 2021, busting my ass. I sold out and made over $13,000. That was just, that right there motivated me to do better. So I had to restock. Everybody's, when's the restock? When's the restock? Is the restock coming? Da 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 da. Restock. Sold out of the second restock. This is the third restock. That's not counting the hoodies and the velour tracksuits that I had. So it was like, you just gotta keep going. And that was a heavy motivator for me, because like, it was discouraging. Once it started to get like a tad bit hotter, or the whole pandemic situation happened and USPS was messing up packages, and then FedEx and everything, it gets a little expensive. But we can get into that into another video. It was a little discouraging, I'm not gonna lie. But then it's just like, okay, look back on what you did. I had a $1,000 sale day in one day. I was out of town. So when I came back, I had to package over 30 orders. That right there alone was motivating as hell for me to get off my ass and continue to produce content. That right there alone told me, you could do this every day. So that's exactly what I did. And here we are on YouTube. Okay. Good explanations, but bad explanations, because I'd be all over the place. So the next thing I want to talk about is, what all did I need to start my business? Now this one is tricky for everybody because it's different. I own a clothing company. I don't own jewelry. I don't do bathing suits. I don't do purses. I don't do none of that. I own a clothing company. So what I needed to start my business, originally when I first started coming up with designs, you need a sketch pad if you want to sketch out your different stuff. I would say you need to ask your manufacturer or your vendor for swatch books. I would say that you need to not only be able to have like a creative design outlet, but you need to make sure you have like an aesthetic. You want to know your colors. You want to make sure that you have your website. You want to make sure that you have your funding first. If you don't have your funding before any of all of that, then you can't really start your business. Because how are you going to start your business with no funding? I would honestly say you don't even need shit. You could start your business with $500. You could start your business with $1,000. You could start your business with $12,000. It's up to you personally, but you also need to know that whatever you start your business with, you need to move that inventory. Okay, take a break, breathe. The drive, the determination, because at the end of the day, if you start this business and invest $5,000 in it and you don't continue it, then what's the point of starting the business? Because now you're just out $5,000. Another thing that I think that you're going to need is you need to have a budget template. You also need to have a business startup sheet, like a business manual essentially. You need to have did I really just say business manual? Anyways, you need to have a business template on what you want your business to be, how much everything is going to be. You need to have your budget, how much each pieces is going to cost, how much is each top, how much is each bottom, how much of it all together if you get 100 pieces, 200 pieces, 300 pieces. You need to make sure that you have the company. You need to make sure that you have your investors, if you have investors located in that business template or business manual. You need to make sure you have your slogan. What is your brand? How are you going to promote your brand? How are you going to get people to come across your brand? And I can also go into vague detail about budget templates, business manual templates, all that stuff in another video, as well as social media marketing, because it's one of those situations where at the end of the day, you're the only person that knows what you can do. So if you don't believe in yourself, other people aren't going to believe in you. Damn, I'm good. That was a lot. Let's just take a break. Let's take a water break and soak all of that in, because that was a lot of information. Track just a tad bit and go back to my journey of simple apparel. There's not really much to backtrack on, but I do want to say, so for all of the stuff that you would need, you don't have to have the best of the best packaging when you first start out, because packaging is expensive. Shipping is expensive, babes. So what you can do is you can get boxes from USPS or your local post office, and they have them for free. You can just honestly go use those until you build up enough money, or if you have enough leftover money or leftover funds from not only investments or from what your products made you, to invest in real life packaging. I know a lot of people will come on here and tell you packaging is everything. Make sure you market, and marketing is everything, and you're marketing through your packaging, and blah, 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 blah. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to have to spend extra money on packaging and marketing when they don't have to when they're first starting out, because that's how you go broke. Who wants to go broke? All here to manifest good and great health, good and great wealth, and greatness all around. I'm not finna sit here and tell y'all, oh yeah, spend $150 on packaging, spend all this money on inventory. I'm not finna do that, because it's a waste of money. We don't waste money over here. We don't, right here in this video with LBC, Camille J, we don't waste no money, okay? Boxes from the post office. If you want to do that, I would just say the only thing that you should probably do outside of that is get some custom tape, and that's really about it. Until you can get your poly mailers, until you can get your custom boxes, until you can get your customized labels and stuff like that, you don't have to spend an an extra amount of money. Damn, we're not even gonna say the word no more. Keep going. All of this probably is not making sense to some people, because I'd be all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm gonna do for y'all? This is completely off topic. I'm gonna leave timestamps down below, because this shit right here, boy. What were we talking about? Oh, all that shit, and we just gonna get into the clothing part of this business, because I just can't. So it was find a vendor. Outside of finding a vendor, you're gonna want to find some samples, and after you get your samples from your vendor, also ask them for swatches or swatch books, which are physical books of the material that you want to order. They're probably gonna give them to you for free with your samples if you just ask for them, as well as the tips and tricks behind that. I'm also going to make a whole nother video on that, because that's going to be something it's in itself. It's really on, you got to know the terminology, you got to know what you need to do, you got to know what you want. You can't just be BSing out here, because these vendors, these manufacturers will walk all over you just to get your money, and we don't want that. Another thing that I want to discuss in this video is marketing. I'm not going to go too heavy in this, because I do want to make a separate video including that whole vendor manufacturer thing, but I also want to include marketing in that video. So I just want to briefly go over marketing from my point of view, from my journey with my business. Marketing is one of those situations where it's hit or miss sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's more the fact that if you stay consistent with it, that's when you're going to see most of your progress. Not all marketing works for every single thing. I can't go and market how a jeweler goes and markets. I can't go. All about finding your niche and finding your marketing strategies. I blew up on TikTok. That's how I got a lot of people to go to my Instagram page. Then when I blew up on Instagram, that's how a lot of people started correlating my Twitter and my Pinterest. It was more the fact of me being consistent and marketing myself, how I need to market myself, to be able to produce the sales that I need. This video was kind of all over the place. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I tried to be organized. I really did. I really just did But like I said, there's gonna be so many more parts of this video. I'm actually filming another part of this video tonight because I also have another brand that I work with, and I also have another brand of my own that I'm coming out with that I'm gonna start filming the behind the scenes of. So you're gonna be seeing all of that. That one is gonna be more of a vlog. This video I felt like really wasn't really that much informational. It was just like me rambling about my journey, but it was informational at the same time. I feel like this is a book, a terrible one, but like a good one at the same time, you know. Besides the point, Camille, shut up. Comments, questions, or concerns, or if you're confused by anything in this video, I wouldn't blame you. I'd be confused too. Please leave them down below in the comments. Also, like I said in the beginning, make sure you share this video with a new business owner or yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, because we're actually gonna probably post another entrepreneurship vlog on Friday, because you know we be posting and dropping videos every Tuesday and Friday, because y'all know that I got you. So with that being further ado, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Wow, I'm trash at this. Okay, bye.